What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be discussing how to go from this all the way to this.
Hi, I'm Brandon Baker. I'm an adventurer and an aviator, but also a videographer with a passion for conservation. That's a strange package, but let's make it work. Follow along as I become a conservation pilot.
So I don't know about you guys, when I was younger, I was searching all over YouTube how to become a pilot in South Africa, and there was nothing. So I decided, let's make a YouTube video on it. And because this is South Africa, with the right amount of money, you could probably just walk into Checkers and purchase it there. So the beauty of becoming a private pilot in South Africa is you don't even need a matric. I mean, guys, that's a bit scary. So legally from the age of 16 you can hop in a plane with an instructor and start learning how to fly, but you can only go solo from the age of 17. I did geography, I did maths, and I did physics. I actually dropped physics and then started doing business studies, and my teacher told me, no, you can't be a pilot, you need physics. But that's not true. Obviously physics and maths and geography all play a part in it and help you get your pilot's license, but quite frankly I did not find it any different to having those or not having those. You're going to need to get 45 hours to get your PPL. So out of those 45 hours, you're going to need to get 25 hours dual. Dual meaning flying with an instructor. You're going to go to the general flying area, learn how to do stalls with the plane, all sorts of things like that. Flying with flaps, flying low level. Then you're going to come back and do circuits and start doing takeoffs and landings. You're going to learn how to accurately land that plane spot on the numbers every time. So that all forms together to make it 25 hours. You'll also do a few dual navs with your instructor. Now during these dual hours, you'll get sent solo by your instructor at some point during your circuit phase. They'll send you solo in the circuit and you'll do 1 or 2 takeoffs and landings. Now out of solo time, you need 15 hours solo time in order to get your PPL in South Africa. And with those solo hours, you'll be sent solo in the circuit. You'll build up a few circuit hours. Then you'll go solo to the GF, the general flying area, and you'll be doing stalls by yourself, emergency landings, all sorts of stuff like that. You're going to be practicing those to master them for your initial test. And then when your instructor is 100% comfortable with you and feel like they can send you way out there with a plane and come back safe, they will do so. And you'll start doing solo navigations. You'll do one navigation considered a short nav and a long nav. And the long nav has to be 150 nautical miles long in a triangular form, and each base needs to be at least 50 nautical miles from each other. You have to do a touch and go at each of those bases and return back home. Once you've done so, congratulations, you guys just flew a plane around somewhere in South Africa, and that's a pretty big achievement. Then your instructor will do a pre-mock exam test with you, where he or she will take you up in the sky and you'll go basically do everything that you're going to do in the test. Then once your instructor is happy and adequate with all of your training, he or she will recommend you to a grade 2 instructor. A grade 2 instructor will send you up in the plane with them, obviously, and you will go and do your test. Once you pass, you get your PPL and you can go do whatever you want. No, I'm joking, you can't do whatever you want. You still got to abide by the rules, and there's lots of them, so you're going to be learning about that in your exams. Speaking of exams, we should probably talk about exams. With regards to the exams, you have got 8 exams to complete. ATG, Aircraft Tech and Gen, that you're basically going to learn how the aircraft works. POF, Principles of Flight, you're going to learn how a plane performs in the sky, longitudinal and latitudinal stability, all sorts of stuff. It is quite confusing to wrap your head around the longitudinal and latitudinal stability stuff. I'm not going to lie. That took me a while. Meteorology. Meteorology is basically geography. So if you did geography in school and you got good marks, you can go write the exam. I probably wouldn't suggest that. Probably do some studying before. Air law. Okay, this is a horrible one for people. This is probably the one that I struggle with the most because it's literally just parrot fashion learning. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just It's law. Restricted radio. This is where you're going to learn how to talk over the radio and use the correct terminologies. Human performance, HP. That's quite an easy one, I would actually say. That's basically biology. There's quite a lot of learning about terms and stuff like that. There's a lot of terms that sound so similar. Autokinesis, presbyopia. Yeah, it's a mouthful. You got to learn them. That's the only thing I can say. But it's a good exam to start off with. Navigation. That is just learning how to read a map, learning run lines, and flight planning. This is probably by far one of the easy exams to write. It's literally reading off of a graph. If you did maths core, that would really help in that department. Once you start your first exam, you have a further 18 months to complete all your exams. If you do not finish all those exams within that time frame, you unfortunately have to start all over again. You can go and write one exam every day if you wanted to, but if you have to fail one of those exams, you would have to wait a week until you can rewrite that exact same exam. Wow, Brandon. Once you have completed all your exams, you got a further 36 months to complete your flying time. So I'd suggest getting those exams right out the way, off the bat. Well guys, that is quite a lot that you guys have already taken in, so I don't want to advance on this any further. There's a lot more that I can talk about. I can talk for hours, trust me, I can. But we're going to leave it at that because that is all that you really need to know about getting a pilot's license in South Africa. So yeah, well, I hope to see you guys in the sky soon. If you guys have got any questions, by all means drop them in the comments below. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. If I can't, I'll go to an instructor because guys, I'm still learning. That's the one thing about aviation, you never stop learning. Cool guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you guys want any topics spoken about or anything researched further, please drop it also in the comments. I will look into that and we'll make a video off of it. Catch you guys in the sky.